Let me tell you a little bit about who we are and how we came to be on this trip. We're an American couple from upstate New York celebrating our 35th wedding anniversary. We decided to travel a little bit in the United Kingdom and to get there by taking an ocean liner across the Atlantic from New York. We were at sea for an entire week. We made our first landfall on the French side of the English Channel at Le Havre. The ship remained in Le Havre all day, leaving us enough time to take a train into Paris and take this picture. I also learned something about tourist photography. You can't photograph the Eiffel Tower all at once, so there's one leg and there's the other. We did a lot more in Paris than just visit the Eiffel Tower. In fact, we had quite an adventure, but you'll have to check out that video. That night we made it back to the ship barely on time and crossed the channel, waking up the next morning in Dover. At that point we left our ship, which was the Constellation of the Celebrity Cruise Line, and took a bus into London, where we spent 4 nights. While in London we saw the usual sights that tourists see while they're in London, and being in a big city we saw some unusual sights as well. But nothing was more unusual, more exciting than my happening to come across an event called Sultan's Elephant. Our next destination would be Edinburgh, and we decided to get there by taking the quirky, low-cost airline called EasyJet. Sorry? This is a magazine ad that brought them some attention. It was just great to be in Edinburgh for the first time. From the airport we took a shuttle bus, a low-cost double-decker shuttle bus that leaves about every 10 minutes. A great way to begin to see the city. We stayed at a bed and breakfast right in the heart of Old Town. As a matter of fact, right on the Royal Mile itself, at a bed and breakfast that is reached through an alleyway. Despite its foreboding appearance, this B&B worked out just fine for the two of us. The location was great, the hospitality was superb, we had all the atmosphere we could possibly want. After 3 nights in Edinburgh, we rented a car and drove up through the Scottish Highlands toward Inverness, stopping first for a quite delightful hour at Stirling Castle in Stirling, and then several hours in my opinion, is the most beautiful farming country anywhere. If you're familiar with the TV series Monarch of the Glen, which appeared on the BBC and in the US on public television, then these pictures might ring a bell with you. Finally, we spent 3 days and 3 nights in and around Inverness, where there is a lot to enjoy, to see, and to actually savor.